Hey guys, it's Drum Jr. In this week's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Dyplay 20-inch 2-channel soundbar. And like how I do with any of my videos, I'm going to start this video off by doing an unboxing, showing you guys what's in the box. I haven't actually opened it yet myself. So we're going to go ahead and discover this together. I only have took the tab out to make it easier for me to open it up. Then after that, I'll go over the features and specs, and then spend some time with it, listen to it, and then I'll go ahead and finish it off, the video with a conclusion in my opinion, kind of telling you guys honestly, is it worth picking up or should you just pass? So let me waste no time and let me start opening this thing up right here. It's really small, I must say. So this is a little compact, I will call it. So once you open it up to the side, you do see that they have a nice foam. Go ahead and pull this out. Okay, nothing fancy. Let's pull this out. Oh, it's so light. And it's so just look at it. It's a cute little thing. So it's nicely sealed, which is cool. It has wrapped and taped to it. It looks like a user guide and the cable, so it gives you optical, HDMI. It gives you a lot of actual cables, which is nice, so you wouldn't have to go ahead and figure out, okay, where am I going to get these cables from, what cables I need. It comes with it, so that's actually really nice. And it does come with a remote, so it's in there. So let me put this to the side. Let me check if there's anything else in the box. And yes, there is. On the other side, after you take out the last plastic, there is the power adapter. So that's everything that's in the box. Very, very easy, quick, easy thing to go ahead and unbox. So let's open it up. Give you my first impressions on it. Definitely, it's light. Nice gloss finish on the top. Piano black. Backside, you definitely have molded into the actual soundbar itself. The area where you can actually hang it on the wall if that's what you want to do. And then at the bottom, it does come with these nice rubber feet, so you can also just set it on top of like your entertainment center, your desk, and it shouldn't move or vibrate away. The grill that it has on it, it is metal that's covering the speakers. It is somewhat see-through, so you can kind of see what's going on behind it. So I can see right here, there is a speaker here, a speaker here. The logo on the front, it's nice. It's like a plastic embroidery. And then on the back side is the connections right here. So let me go ahead and set this down here. Alright, and let me open this bag up, show you guys what's in the bag. I know I said it, but let me open it for you to see it. So, little user guide, little unfold. It's going to tell you how to go ahead and plug it up using different types of situations. Go ahead and get a little cute remote, throw it down the side. Like I mentioned, the HDMI cable. I'll go more into the features in a minute. And then you get you a nice optical cable, nice. And then it gives you a coaxial left-right to a 3.5 millimeter aux cable. So that's cool. You give some options on how to connect this up, and then gives you just a straight aux cable on both sides. So it does come with a great deal of connections. So let me go ahead and jump into the specs. So starting out, the dimensions of the soundbar is pretty small. It's compact. It is 20 inches long. And the depth and the height is both 2.4 inches. So it's very compact. It's gonna be interesting to see how this thing sounds, being how it doesn't got a lot of girth to it, and it's supposedly supposed to be 100 watts. So it does have 3 equalizer modes that you can activate from the remote. Now, the very impressive thing about the soundbar actually is how many ways you can actually connect it to a audio source. So it actually has 5 ways you can go about connecting. Well, it has a USB option, it has an aux cable option, an optical option. It has a built-in HDMI ARC connection, which is really cool, and it does have Bluetooth 5.0 built in, which is actually pretty cool. So it's just so many ways you can utilize this. Only negative thing is it does not have a dedicated subwoofer out port. So if you was expecting to run like a small little subwoofer with it for the lows, unfortunately it doesn't have a sound out for that, a sub out port. So yeah, so that basically kind of wraps up the specs and the way you can attach. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna plug it up for testing. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and set it up into the living room. Go ahead and watch some shows, listen to it, and then yeah, I'll come back and tell you guys what I think. Alright guys, I'm back. So I've had some time, I've listened to it, and I think I've played enough variation of movies, watching TV, to go ahead and give my conclusion on this soundbar. Overall, I think it's okay. I give it a 3 out of 5. Let me explain why I give it a 3 out of 5. So initially, as you guys know from my videos on my channels, I have a home theater set up with a bunch of clip stuff and a Okio receiver. And I have everything set up using HDMI ARC. So when I heard that the soundbar had the ARC capability, I'm like, oh, that's actually a pretty cool feature for under $50 for a soundbar to have. So obviously I initially tried that. It didn't work for me. It did not work for me. Actually, let me cut to the footage right now. Alright guys, so I currently have it plugged up. I plugged my Dyplay soundbar through the HDMI ARC. As you see, the cable's running to the TV. I've already had an HDMI ARC set up because obviously I have the home theater system. So basically, unplugged the cable from there, plugged it directly into the soundbar, and plugged the soundbar up. It should work, right? TV's already set up and everything to it. So this is the light when the soundbar is off. So I've already tried this and it didn't work. Who knows? Maybe it might work a second time. So I've got the TV remote right now in my hand. Let's turn it on. So, all right, TV's powering up. TV's on. And look what I have not turned on. The soundbar. It should have turned on with the TV. As do, obviously, my receiver, which is True Arc. So you got to go ahead and grab the remote and turn it on. So let's do that. I have the remote here. Alright, so I turn it on. HDMI. So it's telling me HDMI is connected. It's on the input. And that's the color. Now what we don't hear? Any sound. You might be like, oh, maybe it's low. Nope. Turning it up, turn it up. It's max volume. It's max volume on here. I go ahead and grab my remote, TV, which should be turning up the ARC device. Nothing. Nothing. So it doesn't work with the HDMI ARC. Alright, so you guys got to actually see my experience. Who knows, maybe it was just my particular test unit, my unit I have right here in front of me, having issues. Who knows? Obviously, I have a high-end TV. It's a top-of-the-line LG. So, I mean, it's not my TV. I use a receiver. Obviously, I have this whole setup. So, I don't know what's going on. But I went ahead and connected it through the next best thing. I used the optical receiver. Optical cable. And I ran it to the TV that way. And it works. So, that's how I kind of used it with the TV. Now I did try the Bluetooth and it does work. So I don't know what's going on with the HMI ARC. So be wary if you were looking at getting this. The HMI ARC feature might not work. Now overall the sound is okay. I just didn't do a demo because I didn't think the sound quality was something that I would need to kind of go ahead and record. It just sounds like highs, vocals. That's it. And it gets loud, but it sounds small and loud at the same time. But it's definitely okay if you're just looking for something to improve the sound quality of your TV. Because let's face it, a lot of these new TVs have really low sound coming out of them. So this will definitely go ahead and fix that issue for you if that's what you're just looking for. But you're looking for something to be more theatrical, something more like depth with a tone and just overall sound balance and just give you a whole effect of a 3D dimension. This is not it. Think of this as a economy compact car. It's priced just for what it is. This does what it states it does well. That's it. Nothing more. And that's what it is, you know? So definitely if what I just said doesn't fit what you're looking for, spend $30, $40 more. Look at a Vizio soundbar. They're definitely great. They're better than this. As you guys know, if you look back at my channel, I've done a Vizio soundbar system. I actually have a 2.1 in my master bedroom right now that I've had for years. Great system. So yeah, that's just something to consider. Now, I really wish that this soundbar had a dedicated subwoofer output on the back of it. That way you can run like a tiny 6.5 or 8-inch sub just to go ahead and add some low to it, because I mean it gets pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie. So I did come up with a solution. A couple videos ago I reviewed a power subwoofer from this company called Besson. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Well, here it is. It is the SW65D, and let me say, this thing pairs really well with that soundbar. I basically used that subwoofer as a pass-through and plugged this to it. So the input went to the subwoofer and this was plugged to the subwoofer because it has a feature like that. And yeah, that kind of solved the issue. So that was cool. I actually got to use that subwoofer in that way, and it works. But yeah, overall, that kind of wraps up the review. Don't get this and think you're gonna have like a home theater type sound. Don't get this and think you're gonna have the sound of a $200 soundbar. You're not. Get this if you on a budget and you just looking for something to be louder than your TV speakers. Then yeah, that would do it. That would do it for you. So that basically kind of wraps up my review. If you guys have any questions, definitely throw it down below in the comment section. I do a pretty good job of getting to the questions. And if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Hit that thumbs up. That's all you gotta do. That lets me know, like, all right, well, they enjoy these soundbar reviews. And who knows, maybe I have to get companies to start sending me more products to review. So guys, Drum Jig out.